Welcome back to another farm update video. This time it's for the version 3 gas farm with all the wiggly minecarts in the nether with the split density design, of course. So as of 1.21, they have changed mob spawning ever so slightly, and that does affect this farm in a mild way. So previously, mobs would spawn on the northwest corner of a block, so essentially in between 4 blocks, they would spawn right on that northwest corner, right in between all 4 of those, basically. Now, we knew this going into this farm. This design actually relies on that mechanic to get, like, a little bit extra room out of it. So, typically, if the mob is spawning in the center of the block, like they do in 1.21, the minecart pickup range is only a 5x5 area for ghasts. However, in 1.20 and before, we could actually get an extra layer of blocks on the southwest side, because the ghasts were spawning right on that corner, so they would still get into the minecart. So as of 1.21, we can only have a 5x5 platform. We cannot have a 6x6. So if you're using the farm, you might notice that every now and again you have a ghast spawn in one area, and it either stays there, or it can fly around and just, like, by happen chance, end up in a minecart and go to your kill chamber, or it could actually end up outside the farm and start flying around, and that, of course, would kind of ruin your rates. So, a pretty important thing to fix. I tried to find a solution where we could use some glass blocks to help push those ghasts off of these spawning blocks and into the minecarts, but they appear to just kind of, like, move over by, like, 4 blocks. It's kind of weird. So of course, ghasts are, notoriously buggy and weird. I mean, look at them. Look, that's an unnatural number of legs. So the easiest way to fix this problem is simply to remove the blocks that are to the southwest of your little spawning squares. So in the tutorial, I showed that you could build the platforms out of alternating blocks. So we got a 6x6 here out of smoothstone, and then a 6x6 here out of bricks, because I can't get andesite to, work with a fill command. Anyway, so we can go ahead and remove the blocks on the southwest corner. And again, you can find your direction using the sunflower. If you place this down, this always faces east. So if you turn to your left, that is north, and then you know which side is the northwest. The northwest is actually perfectly fine, because they're still spawning in the center of that block, so they get picked up by the minecart. However, the southwest of these 6x6s kind of has to go. So if you've torn out all of those offending southwest blocks, then you should end up with individual 5x5 platforms all over your farm like this. Again, it's not a perfect solution. You're going to be losing quite a few spawning spots, but it does fix the farm. Everything still goes into your kill chamber and works properly. Now, keep in mind that you still need to have 2 torches on these 5x5s. If you just have 1 torch on, like, one of the corners, then you're going to get skeletons on here, and of course that will hurt your rates. So make sure there's at least 2 torches on each one of these 5x5s. Now, on the south side of the farm, it's going to be a little bit different, because of course this is directional. So if you are facing south, you're going to have to remove these blocks right here from your platforms. It's going to be the southwest corner still, but because we're facing south, it's a little bit different. Now, the ultimate fix to this is just to make an updated design that relies on 5x5 platforms, and then we would have all of these scaffoldings, a little bit closer together all around the farm. And that's something I am planning to do, because we have new technology nowadays. We can put some Skulk Catalysts up top here to destroy all the experience orbs and save on lag. And then we can also use a minecart zipper to move all the gas to a single kill chamber on one side of the farm. That is going to be more reliable and relog proof. That way you don't need to rethrow your tridents. This will massively save you on redstone cost, massively save you on the amount of tridents that you would need, and hugely cut down on the amount of hoppers, and only require a few more minecarts. So overall, there is a lot of improvements that can be made to this design with newer technology. So keep your eyes out for a new tutorial for an updated version 2 of this in a couple of months. But as of right now, if you go ahead and remove these southwest blocks from your 6x6 squares, that is going to update your farm. It's still going to produce a really good rates for gunpowder, and you will be good to go.